Hello, people, and welcome back to the Sleepy Science Lab. Tonight, we're slipping quietly into the world of whales, the ocean's largest and most remarkable mammals. These giants, outsized dinosaurs, outlive ancient civilizations and carry a complexity that feels almost otherworldly. They breathe air just like we do, yet spend their entire lives navigating cold, pressurized water filled with echoes and secrets. Their hearts are as big as small cars. Their voices travel across oceans. Their memories stretch farther than most human histories. Some live over 200 years. Others dive deeper than any submarine ever built. They sing. They strategize. They nurture their young with a gentleness that feels almost human. Every breath they release changes the chemistry of the sea around them. Whales aren't simply animals. They're entire universes wrapped in skin and bone. And while humanity once hunted them, now we listen to them, track them, and try to understand everything they've known for millennia. If these soft, quiet journeys help you unwind, feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a thought below. It helps more sleepy souls find their way here. For now, take a slow breath, let the day fade, and drift into the calm of the ocean. They sing, they strategize, they nurture their young with a gentleness that feels almost human. Every breath they release changes the chemistry of the sea around them. Whales aren't simply animals. Their entire universe is wrapped in skin and bone. And while humanity once hunted them, now we listen to them, track them, and try to understand everything they've known for millennia. If these soft, quiet journeys help you unwind, feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a thought below. It helps more sleepy souls find their way here. For now, take a slow breath, let the day fade, and drift into the calm of the ocean. Let's begin. Whales once walked on land. Before whales ruled the oceans, their ancestors walked the earth on four legs. These early mammals looked something like small deer or modern tapirs. They lived along rivers and coastlines, and over millions of years began slipping back into the water. Legs transformed into flippers, bodies stretched into streamlined shapes, noses migrated up the skull and eventually became blowholes. Fossils tell this whole tale clearly, revealing creatures with hooves and webbed feet that bridge the gap between land and sea. Even today, whales carry tiny remnants of that land-dwelling past. Inside their massive bodies are small hidden leg bones buried deep in muscle. They serve no purpose now, but they whisper the story of the long evolutionary journey whales completed when they returned to the ocean. The largest animal in history is alive right now. Earth has produced many giants, including towering dinosaurs and ancient sea reptiles, but none have ever matched the size of the blue whale. These ocean titans can grow longer than 3 school buses placed end to end and weigh over 300,000 pounds. Not even the biggest dinosaur discovered comes close. Water is the only reason a creature this massive can exist. The buoyancy supports its extraordinary weight. During feeding season, a blue whale consumes up to 4 tons of krill every single day. That energy fuels an animal so large that its heartbeat is audible from 2 miles away. It's amazing to think the biggest creature in Earth's history isn't a fossil. It's alive right now, gliding through our oceans. A blue whale's heart is the size of a car. Deep inside that enormous body lies a heart bigger than a person. It can weigh as much as a piano, and its arteries are wide enough for a child to crawl through. Each slow, powerful beat pushes oxygen-rich blood through a body built for long journeys and deep dives. A blue whale's heart may beat only once every 10 seconds. During a dive, it slows even more, conserving precious oxygen while the whale sinks into icy darkness. Their blood carries unusually high amounts of oxygen, allowing them to survive where light never reaches. This massive heart has to operate efficiently through every dive, every chase, and every icy plunge into the depths. Whales sing, and we still don't know exactly why. Humpbacks and several other species create long, haunting songs that travel for miles. These melodies are made of repeating patterns of moans, chirps, and eerie wails. Only males sing these elaborate songs, and each population has its own version. What makes it even more fascinating is that the songs evolve. A melody sung one year may be completely transformed a year later. Scientists suspect these songs have something to do with courtship or long-distance communication, but no one knows for sure. What we do know is that whales learn these songs from one another, and sometimes a new melody spreads across entire oceans, like a hit song moving up the charts. It may be one of the most stunning examples of animal culture ever observed. Their voices can cross entire ocean basins. Whales produce some of the loudest sounds in nature, and water carries sound extremely well. In certain deep layers of the ocean, sound waves can travel for thousands of miles without fading. That means a whale singing near Africa might be heard by another whale near South America. Many species use low-frequency calls that travel the farthest, helping them communicate across the vast distances they roam. These deep conversations may guide migration, share information about feeding areas, or help whales find potential mates. Humans can't hear most of these sounds without special tools, but beneath the surface, an entire underwater communication network is always alive. Some whales hold their breath for more than 2 hours. While most humans struggle to hold their breath for even 2 minutes, certain whales turn breath holding into an art. Species like Cuvier's beaked whales and sperm whales have evolved bodies specialized for oxygen storage. Their muscles and blood hold more oxygen than ours, and their heart rate slows dramatically during a dive. They also redirect blood away from less important organs and toward the brain and heart. This allows them to hunt in freezing black waters where sunlight never reaches. When they return to the surface, the explosive exhale you see isn't just a breath, it's the end of a deep-sea mission. The deepest diving whale goes deeper than some submarines. Cuvier's beaked whales hold the record for the deepest dive ever recorded by a mammal. One individual was tracked descending more than 10,000 feet. That's deeper than many submarines are built to go. At those depths, the pressure is strong enough to crush human bones. But whales have evolved bodies built for the deep. Their rib cages fold inward, their lungs collapse safely, their tissues withstand crushing pressure. They shut down parts of their body to save oxygen and rely on sound to hunt in pitch-black waters. These dives aren't rare. They're part of everyday life for these deep-sea specialists. Sperm whales sleep standing up. Instead of lying horizontally like most animals, sperm whales drift into sleep vertically. Groups of them can be found floating silently, heads pointed towards the surface, tails hanging downward like a forest of resting pillars. They stay this way for short stretches, usually less than 20 minutes. Scientists think this posture keeps them alert to danger and makes breathing easier since their blowholes stay closer to the surface. This strange sleep behavior was only discovered recently after rare footage captured a group of whales resting together in silence. Whales hunt using bubble nets. Humpback whales sometimes show off one of the most impressive hunting strategies in the animal kingdom. One whale swims in a spiral, blowing bubbles that rise in a column around a school of fish. Other whales dive beneath the bubble trap and use loud calls to herd the fish upward. Once the fish are tightly packed, the whales surge upward with their mouths wide open, swallowing hundreds at once. This isn't instinct alone. Humpback whales learn the technique by watching experienced whales. The bubble net lasts only a moment, but during that moment, it acts like an invisible fishing trap crafted from air. Humpback may save other animals from killer whales. There are many documented cases of humpback whales charging towards hunting killer whales, even when the prey isn't another humpback. They've protected seals, gray whale calves, and even fish by blocking attacks, splashing water, or creating confusion with loud sounds. Scientists aren't sure why. Maybe it's a protective instinct that sometimes extends to other species. Maybe it's a mobbing tactic that discourages killer whales from hunting nearby. Whatever the reason, it shows a level of awareness and decision-making that scientists are still trying to fully understand. Whales reshape ocean chemistry. Whales don't just live in the ocean, they help maintain it. When they dive deep to feed and rise back to the surface to breathe and release waste, they carry nutrients upward from the dark depths. Their fecal plumes are rich in iron and nitrogen, elements that tiny phytoplankton depend on. These microscopic organisms form the foundation of the ocean's food web and even help absorb carbon from the atmosphere. Whales, in a way, fertilize the sea. These tiny drifting plants form the foundation of the entire ocean food chain, and they're responsible for producing a huge portion of the oxygen we breathe. When whale populations were much larger, before industrial whaling devastated their numbers, they fertilized surface waters far more often. More whales meant more plankton. More plankton meant more carbon pulled from the atmosphere and locked away in the sea. Today, many scientists believe that restoring whale populations could actually help fight climate change. Whales aren't just ocean giants, they are powerful engineers shaping life on a planetary scale. A whale's final gift creates a deep-sea world. When a whale dies, its journey doesn't end. Sometimes the enormous body sinks quietly to the seafloor, where it becomes the foundation of a thriving deep-sea ecosystem that may last for decades. A single whale fall can support more than 100 species of worms, crustaceans, fish, and bacteria. The process unfolds in stages. Scavengers like sharks and hagfish arrive first, stripping away soft tissue. Smaller organisms follow, feeding on leftover fat. Eventually, specialized bacteria break down the bones themselves, releasing rare nutrients into a world starved of energy. Some creatures found on whale falls exist nowhere else, meaning entire species evolved around this rare event. A whale fall isn't just the end of one life, it's the birth of an entire community in a dark, resource-poor world. Some whales live longer than 200 years. Very few animals achieve the longevity of whales. Certain species, especially the bowhead whale, can survive for more than 2 centuries. A whale alive today may have been born when steam engines were cutting-edge inventions or before the American Civil War even began. Scientists know this partly from old harpoon fragments found embedded in modern bowheads and partly from studying changes in amino acids inside their eyes. These chemical clocks reveal astonishing ages. Their exceptional lifespans raise questions about how whales resist diseases like cancer for so long. Their slow cell division, cooler body temperatures, and unique physiology may protect them from age-related decline. Living for centuries also allows bowheads to pass knowledge across many generations, helping them remember ancient routes and feeding grounds that stretch across the Arctic. bowheads hold the crown for the longest-lived mammal. Bowhead whales don't just live long, they hold the record. Many reach ages between 150 and over 200 years. They thrive in icy Arctic waters where life moves slowly, and their thick blubber and low metabolism provide protection from both predators and aging. Genetic studies show that bowheads have unusual DNA repair mechanisms that help them resist diseases associated with aging. Some individuals have even been found with stone or metal harpoons dating back to the 1800s, proof that they survived encounters with 19th century whaling ships. Their incredible longevity makes them one of the most valuable species for understanding aging. They remain fertile, energetic, and healthy even at ages where other mammals would be long past their biological limits. Some whales remember feeding grounds for over a century. There are documented cases of whales returning to feeding areas that haven't been used for decades or even more than 100 years. When populations recover after heavy hunting, whales often migrate back to the exact places their ancestors once visited, even if no living whale has been there in generations. This suggests that whales store information across centuries, either through instinct written into their biology or through cultural memory passed down from mother to calf. Whales don't migrate randomly. They follow ancient pathways that once led their ancestors to rich oceans full of fish and krill. Even after long absences caused by whaling or environmental shifts, they still find their way home. This ability reveals how deeply they're connected to their environment and how memory, in some form, guides their migrations. The oldest known whale was still pregnant at 130 years. One bowhead whale, estimated to be at least 130 years old, was found carrying a recent pregnancy. This discovery stunned scientists. Very few mammals remain fertile anywhere near that age. Humans, elephants, and many species lose reproductive ability long before reaching a century of life. Yet this whale was still producing calves more than 100 years after birth. Researchers believe bowheads possess genetic adaptations that protect their cells and reproductive organs from decline. Continued fertility helps their populations recover and survive in harsh Arctic environments where births are rare and calves take years to mature. It also raises fascinating questions about how aging works and whether some species have evolved ways to maintain health far longer than we ever imagined. Whales follow ancient migration routes millions of years old. Every year, several whale species travel thousands of miles between their feeding grounds and breeding areas. What's astonishing is that they follow the same broad routes their ancestors have used for millions of years. These migrations aren't random journeys, they're carefully timed movements guided by memory, instinct, and environmental cues that have shaped whale behavior since before humans existed. Bigger than dinosaurs, older than human cities, and far more complex than almost anything alive today, whales are creatures of wonder. They breathe air like we do, yet they thrive under immense pressure in icy waters and across vast oceans filled with mystery. Their hearts rival small cars in size. Their songs travel across thousands of miles of water, and their memories span generations. Some live for over 2 centuries. Others dive deeper than any human-built submarine. They sing, strategize, nurture their young, and even influence the very chemistry of the ocean. Whales are not merely animals, they are entire worlds contained in a single body. While humans once hunted them, today we study, listen to, and follow whales across open oceans, still uncovering the secrets they hold. If you enjoy this journey, consider liking, subscribing, or leaving a comment to help others find this calm, oceanic escape. For now, take a deep breath, let go of the day's noise, and drift with us into the peaceful depths of the ocean. Whale origins. Whales didn't start in the ocean. They began on land. Millions of years ago, their ancestors were four-legged mammals with fur, roaming rivers and coastal areas. They might have looked like small deer or tapirs. Over time, some adapted to aquatic life. Their legs became flippers, bodies elongated, and nostrils migrated to the tops of their skulls to form blowholes. Fossils reveal transitional species with both hooves and webbed feet. And even today, whales carry tiny remnants of their land-dwelling past within their bodies. Each swim is a continuation of an evolutionary journey that began far from the sea. The blue whale, nature's giant. The largest animal to ever live still swims among us today, the blue whale. Longer than 3 school buses and weighing over 300,000 pounds, it outweighs even the largest dinosaurs ever discovered. Water supports its massive frame, allowing it to grow to such staggering proportions. During feeding season, a blue whale consumes nearly 4 tons of krill daily, fueling a body so immense that its heartbeat can be heard from over 2 meters away. Inside its chest beats a heart larger than a person, wider than a dinner table, and as heavy as a compact car. Its arteries are wide enough for a small child to crawl through. This heart slows during deep dives, conserving oxygen, while specialized blood proteins store oxygen for hours beneath freezing, sunless waters. Every beat keeps this enormous animal alive, whether feeding, swimming, or plunging to depths no human could survive.
Whales sing, and their songs remain one of nature's greatest mysteries. Humpback males produce long, haunting melodies, composed of repeating chirps, squeaks, and moans, unique to each population. These songs evolve over time, much like pop music trends, with new variations spreading across entire ocean regions. Scientists believe these songs may serve courtship, territorial, or communication purposes, but their full meaning is still unknown. Whales communicate across incredible distances. Water conducts sound efficiently, allowing low-frequency calls to travel thousands of miles. A whale singing off Africa's coast could potentially be heard by another near South America. These sounds maintain connections over vast open oceans, helping whales share information about feeding grounds, migration routes, and potential mates. Masters of the deep. Some whales can hold their breath for over 2 hours, far longer than any human. Species like the sperm whale and Cuvier's beaked whale are equipped with oxygen-storing blood and muscles, dramatically slowing their heart rates during dives. They selectively direct blood to vital organs like the heart and brain, allowing them to hunt squid and fish in total darkness, thousands of feet below the surface. The Cuvier's beaked whale holds the record for the deepest recorded dive, over 10,000 feet below sea level, where pressure is enough to crush human lungs. Their collapsible rib cages, reinforced blood, and adaptive tissues allow them to survive where even submarines cannot. Sperm whales sleep vertically, standing upright in the water, with heads slightly tilted and tails dangling below, a posture that keeps them alert and safe. Humpback whales employ bubble net hunting, a coordinated and learned technique where whales trap fish using spirals of rising bubbles, then strike together to feed. Humpbacks have even been observed protecting other species, defending seals and whale calves from killer whale attacks. Whales also shape the oceans themselves. By diving and surfacing, they transport nutrients from the depths, nourishing plankton, the foundation of the marine food chain. These nutrient cycles even affect global carbon levels, making whales vital ecosystem engineers. Longevity and memory. Some whales, like the bowhead, live for over 200 years, surviving encounters with 19th century whalers and witnessing centuries of human history. Their long lives may be attributed to slow metabolism, cold-adapted physiology, and DNA repair mechanisms that prevent diseases like cancer. Remarkably, some bowheads remain fertile into their second century, continuing to reproduce and pass down knowledge of ancient feeding grounds. Whales remember centuries of migration paths, returning to feeding and breeding areas long abandoned, demonstrating cultural memory and a deep connection to their environment. Even harpoons from the 1800s have been found embedded in living whales, proving both their resilience and longevity. Fascinating adaptations. The narwhal, the unicorn of the sea, grows a single spiral tusk from its upper jaw, filled with thousands of nerve endings, allowing it to sense water temperature, pressure, and salinity. Bowhead whales, meanwhile, can break through over a foot of Arctic sea ice using their heads alone. Blue whales have tongues weighing as much as elephants, acting as massive pistons to push krill-filled water through baleen plates. Whale dialects vary by region and family, helping form bonds and transmit culture over generations. Each species carries incredible adaptations, showing the mind-boggling diversity and intelligence of these ocean giants.
Bowhead whales, masters of the Arctic. Bowhead whales sometimes break through ice over a foot thick, using the tops of their massive skulls like battering rams. Their heads can weigh several tons, and their powerful neck muscles allow them to smash upward and create an opening to the air trapped beneath frozen layers. Sensitive hearing helps them locate thinner ice or cracks formed by shifting currents, allowing them to navigate safely in this harsh, frozen environment. No other whale species can permanently survive in these waters without risk, making the bowhead's ice-breaking skill a signature of life at the top of the world. Orcas, the ocean's largest dolphins. Despite being called killer whales, orcas are not true whales. They are actually the largest species of dolphin. Sleek, black and white, and highly intelligent, orcas are apex predators with sophisticated hunting strategies. They work in coordinated groups to herd fish, flip seals off ice floes, or even create waves to wash penguins into the water. Different orca populations have entirely distinct diets, languages, and hunting traditions, demonstrating remarkable cultural diversity. With powerful jaws and sharp teeth, orcas can even take down large whales, proving that being a dolphin doesn't mean being gentle. Sleeping with half a brain. Whales cannot breathe automatically while asleep, so they've evolved an extraordinary method called unihemispheric sleep. In this state, one half of the brain rests while the other remains awake, controlling breathing and watching for danger. Whales may float or swim slowly while alternating which half of the brain rests, surfacing for air every minute or two. This sleep strategy allows mother whales to protect their calves and ensures vigilance in the open ocean. Unihemispheric sleep is one of nature's most remarkable adaptations to extreme environments. Echolocation, seeing with sound. Toothed whales, including sperm whales, dolphins, and orcas, use echolocation to navigate and hunt in darkness. By emitting high-frequency clicks and interpreting the returning echoes, whales can detect size, shape, distance, and even texture of objects around them. They can locate a fish the size of a hand in total darkness or track prey through murky waters. By adjusting the pitch and volume of their clicks, whales create a detailed sound map of their surroundings, allowing them to perceive the ocean in 3 dimensions. Some researchers believe echolocation is so precise that whales may detect structures inside other animals, like air pockets in lungs or organs. Sperm whales are giants with massive brains. Sperm whales possess the largest brains of any animal on Earth, weighing over 20 pounds, 5 times that of a human brain. This massive organ manages a complex social life, sophisticated echolocation, and the physical demands of deep diving. Housed in a skull filled with spermaceti, a special oily substance, the brain may aid sound production, buoyancy, or echolocation focus. Sperm whales live in close-knit family groups led by older females and communicate using patterned clicks called codas, which vary between clans, acting almost like cultural signatures. Despite their size, these whales rely on sound rather than vision, perfectly adapted to life in the sunless depths. Blue whales, the heaviest animals in history. Blue whales can weigh more than 300,000 pounds, equivalent to 30 adult African elephants. No known creature in Earth's history has reached such mass. Their enormous size is supported by buoyancy in water, allowing bones and muscles to bear the strain. A blue whale consumes tons of tiny crustaceans called krill each day during feeding season, storing the energy as thick blubber that insulates against icy waters. Their massive hearts pump over 1,000 gallons of blood with each beat, and organs scale up to match their weight. Seasonal migrations and food availability cause dramatic weight fluctuations, yet these giants thrive, showcasing evolution's triumph in a habitat where size knows few limits.
Whale songs are more than just calls. They form a kind of global culture across populations. In species like humpback whales, songs are never static. Each year, subtle changes emerge, a new rhythm, a fresh phrase, a variation that spreads through the population. Other males hear it, imitate it, and eventually the entire group adopts the new version. In rare cases, a song created in one part of the world can travel thousands of miles over several years, carried by migrating whales. These long, structured compositions follow patterns of verse and chorus, yet their full purpose remains a mystery. This remarkable cultural exchange shows that whales are not just biological organisms, they participate in living, evolving traditions of sound that transcend generations and oceans. Beluga whales, often called the canaries of the sea for their wide vocal range, can even imitate human speech. Researchers have recorded captive belugas producing sounds that resemble distant conversation, complete with rhythm and pitch changes. One beluga even mimicked a diver's voice, confusing humans into thinking someone was speaking underwater. Belugas achieve this with unusually flexible lips and facial muscles, lacking vocal cords and instead producing sound through their nasal passages. Their ability to copy unfamiliar noises reflects high auditory learning comparable to parrots or dolphins. This skill may help belugas communicate in complex social groups or adapt to changing environments. The age of whaling. Whales were hunted so aggressively in the 18th, 19th, and early 20th centuries that many species nearly vanished. Industrial whaling fleets targeted whales for oil, bones, meat, and baleen. Whale oil lit lamps, lubricated machinery, and made candles and soap, while baleen stiffened corsets, umbrellas, and even early car parts. Blue whales, once numbering in the hundreds of thousands, were reduced to fewer than 5,000. Right whales, considered the right whales to kill, vanished from some regions entirely. Sperm whales were hunted for spermaceti oil, prized for its clear-burning flame in lamps. It wasn't until the 1960s and 70s that international bans and conservation efforts curbed commercial whaling. Even today, many species are still recovering from nearly 2 centuries of relentless hunting. Whale recovery and conservation. Some whale populations are rebounding faster than scientists expected. Humpback whales, once reduced to less than 10% of their original numbers, are growing in areas like the South Atlantic and Pacific at rates exceeding 10% per year. Certain blue whale populations off California approach historical numbers, and Arctic bowhead whales show steady recovery. These successes are due not only to whaling bans, but also to protections of breeding grounds, pollution reduction, and international cooperation through organizations like the International Whaling Commission. While recovery is uneven across species, these stories prove that large marine animals can bounce back when provided time, safety, and healthy habitats. Mammalian traits, belly buttons, and milk. Like all mammals, whales give birth to live young and are connected to their mothers by an umbilical cord. After birth, this cord leaves a long, narrow scar on the whale's underside, its belly button. Unlike humans, this mark is elongated and fades as the whale grows. This feature is a clear reminder that whales are mammals. They breathe air, nurse their young with milk, and maintain a constant body temperature. Rapid growth of calves. Newborn whales grow at astonishing rates. A baby blue whale, for instance, can gain over 200 pounds a day during its first months. This rapid growth comes from consuming massive amounts of milk, sometimes more than 30 gallons a day, from their mothers. Whale milk is incredibly rich in fat and calories, with a thick toothpaste-like consistency that allows calves to drink underwater without losing it to the surrounding sea. Mothers must eat enormous amounts of food to produce this nutrient-dense milk, ensuring their calves build the thick blubber they need to survive in cold ocean waters. Young whales learning from their mothers. During their early months, young whales stay close to their mothers for protection and guidance, learning how to swim, surface for air, and eventually feed independently. By the time they are weaned, some can weigh over 15,000 pounds. Whale milk is nearly 50% fat, far thicker and richer than human or cow's milk. This high fat content is essential for rapid growth and for building a protective layer of blubber in frigid ocean waters. Its dense, toothpaste-like texture helps the milk stay in the calf's mouth instead of dispersing into the surrounding seawater. Mothers produce this nutrient-rich milk for months, sometimes up to a year, consuming massive amounts of fish, krill, or plankton to sustain production. These powerful lipids fuel the growth of strong bones, muscles, and vital organs, ensuring the calf thrives even before eating solid food. Whale milk is one of the most remarkable adaptations in the animal kingdom. Whale hair, a hidden ancestry. Although whales appear smooth and hairless, they do have hair, especially as newborns. Tiny whisker-like hairs, called vibrissae, appear on the faces and lips of calves, helping them locate their mother's nipple for nursing. In some species, faint hair follicles remain into adulthood, serving a sensory role. These traces are remnants of their land-dwelling ancestors, highlighting the evolutionary journey from fur-covered mammals to aquatic giants. Diving reflex, a heart that slows. During deep dives, whales enter a state of extreme energy conservation. A blue whale's heart, which normally beats 10 to 30 times per minute at the surface, can slow to just 2 beats per minute underwater. This diving reflex reduces oxygen consumption, directing blood to vital organs like the brain and heart while limiting flow to muscles not in use. When the whale resurfaces, the heart rate accelerates to circulate fresh oxygen, a remarkable adaptation that allows survival in high-pressure, deep-water environments. Beluga flexibility and expressiveness. Unlike most whales with stiff necks, belugas have flexible cervical vertebrae, allowing them to turn, tilt, and nod their heads freely. Combined with their rounded forehead, or melon, which changes shape during echolocation, belugas exhibit an extraordinary level of expressiveness. This flexibility aids in navigating ice-filled channels, hunting, social interactions, and even communicating with humans in captivity.
Their mobility and expressiveness make belugas one of the most visually engaging and adaptable Arctic species. Surviving without fresh water. Whales spend their lives entirely in salt water, yet they never need to drink fresh water. Instead, they obtain hydration from their food, fish, squid, and tiny crustaceans, and generate water metabolically by breaking down fat. Their specialized kidneys filter excess salt and produce concentrated urine, allowing them to thrive in an environment humans could not survive in. Even newborn calves receive water from their nutrient-rich milk, demonstrating that whales are perfectly adapted to life in the open ocean without ever drinking from rivers or lakes. Navigation using Earth's magnetic field. Some whales travel thousands of miles during migration, returning reliably to the same breeding or feeding grounds year after year. Scientists believe they may sense Earth's magnetic field as an internal compass. Tiny magnetite particles found in the brains of certain marine mammals could allow them to detect direction and strength of magnetic forces, guiding them across featureless oceans even when the sun or stars are obscured. In rare cases, when Earth's magnetic field is disturbed, like during solar storms, whales have been found disoriented or even stranded on beaches. While the exact mechanism is still being studied, evidence strongly suggests whales rely on a combination of sound, memory, and magnetic cues to navigate across entire oceans. This remarkable sensory ability allows them to traverse thousands of miles with astonishing accuracy. Sunburned giants of the sea. Whales spend a lot of time near the surface, which exposes their skin to direct sunlight. Surprisingly, even these massive marine animals can get sunburned. Species like blue whales, fin whales, and sperm whales are particularly vulnerable, especially in areas with thinner ozone layers or reflective waters. Scientists have observed blisters, peeling skin, and lesions on whales similar to sunburn in humans. Darker-skinned whales appear more protected, while lighter-skinned individuals are at higher risk. It's believed whales may produce a form of melanin to help shield them from UV rays. Blubber, fat that saves lives. Blubber is a thick layer of fat covering whales' bodies, sometimes over a foot thick, that serves as insulation, fuel, and protection. In icy waters, it keeps whales warm and maintains a stable internal temperature. Blubber also streamlines their bodies, reducing drag while swimming. During long migrations or periods without food, whales metabolize blubber for energy and water. Its dense network of blood vessels enable heat exchange, helping whales move between warm surface waters and freezing depths without losing energy or body heat. Leaping out of the ocean. Breaching. Breaching is one of the most breathtaking behaviors in the ocean. Some whale species, particularly humpbacks, can propel their entire bodies out of the water, crashing back down with a thunderous splash. Scientists believe breaching serves multiple purposes: communication, dislodging parasites, displaying strength during mating season, or gaining a quick visual of their surroundings. Even orcas and pilot whales breach frequently, and although blue whales rarely perform full leaps due to their enormous size, partial breaches have been observed. These incredible jumps showcase the raw power of these enormous creatures. Learning and teaching among whales. Whales are not solely guided by instinct. They are capable of social learning and cultural transmission. Certain behaviors spread through populations after being innovated by a few individuals. For example, humpback whales have developed log-tail feeding, where they slap their tails to herd fish. Once a few whales demonstrated this, others quickly adopted the technique. Similarly, orcas have been observed learning to steal fish from commercial lines by copying clever peers. These examples highlight whales' memory, teaching ability, and social intelligence. They are not only smart, they are cultural beings capable of innovation. Orca whales and cultural traditions. Orcas, or killer whales, live in tightly knit family groups called pods. Each pod has unique behaviors, hunting strategies, and vocal patterns, which are learned rather than inherited genetically. Some orcas in the Pacific Northwest specialize in catching salmon, while others hunt seals or dolphins with entirely different tactics. In Argentina, certain orcas have mastered intentional beaching to grab seals, a skill passed from mothers to calves over generations. Pods communicate in distinct dialects of clicks and whistles, allowing them to recognize relatives even at a distance. This detailed and enduring cultural knowledge makes orcas one of the few non-human species with complex cultural inheritance. Orca hunting techniques. Orcas are apex predators with strategies tailored to their prey. When hunting large whales, they coordinate to separate calves from mothers using distraction and endurance. When targeting fish, they herd them into tight balls and take turns feeding. Each pod develops specialized hunting behaviors, showing intelligence, cooperation, and cultural learning that have evolved over generations.
Orcas are highly adaptable predators, and their hunting strategies vary depending on their environment. In icy waters, some orcapods create waves to knock seals off floating ice, a behavior passed down through generations. In tropical regions, they may use a method called carousel feeding, flashing their white bellies to confuse schools of fish, making them easier to catch. The precision and variety of these techniques show a level of strategic thinking far beyond instinct, proving that orcas are flexible, intelligent hunters capable of thriving in every ocean on Earth. Whales' land ancestor origins. Whales weren't always ocean giants. Over 50 million years ago, their ancestors were four-legged mammals that walked on land. Fossils of early whales, like Pakicetus and Ambulocetus, reveal creatures that looked like a mix between wolves and crocodiles, with long snouts, sharp teeth, and strong legs for walking or wading in shallow water. Over millions of years, evolutionary changes favored individuals spending more time in water. Their legs gradually transformed into flippers, noses migrated upward to form blowholes, and tails developed horizontal flukes for swimming. Even today, traces of these ancient limbs remain in whale bones. This transition from land to sea is one of the most remarkable evolutionary stories ever discovered. Whale earwax, nature's biological recorder. Inside a whale's ear canal is a dense wax plug, much like human earwax, but far larger. These plugs grow in layers, creating visible rings that reflect seasonal changes, much like tree rings. Scientists can determine a whale's age by counting them. But earwax also records chemical information from the whale's bloodstream, revealing diet, stress, and exposure to pollutants over its lifetime. Some layers even contain traces of industrial chemicals from decades ago. In this way, earwax serves as an unexpected but invaluable biological archive, preserving the entire life history of a whale. Sperm whales and giant squid. Sperm whales are some of the deepest diving mammals on Earth, plunging over a mile below the surface to hunt giant squid. They rely on echolocation clicks so powerful they can stun or disorient prey. Battles in the deep are perilous, as evidenced by suction cup scars on whales' faces from resisting squid tentacles. A single dive can last over an hour before the whale must resurface for air. Despite the extreme challenges of deep-sea hunting, sperm whales consume hundreds of pounds of squid daily, highlighting the mysteries that remain in the unexplored depths of our oceans. Gray whale migrations, incredible endurance. Gray whales undertake one of the longest migrations of any mammal, traveling over 10,000 miles annually between Arctic feeding grounds and Mexican breeding lagoons. Pregnant females make this journey while carrying calves, giving birth in warm, safe waters before swimming back north while nursing their young. This remarkable migration requires incredible stamina, memory, and navigation using coastlines, currents, and possibly Earth's magnetic field. Despite its challenges, this journey helps whales avoid predators, find food, and raise calves safely, though they remain vulnerable to climate change, pollution, and human activity. Blue whale communication, the loudest sounds on Earth. Blue whales produce some of the loudest sounds in the animal kingdom, reaching nearly 200 decibels, louder than a jet engine at takeoff. Most of these calls are at such low frequencies that humans cannot hear them. These low-frequency calls can travel hundreds, perhaps thousands of miles through the ocean's deep sound channels, allowing whales to communicate over vast distances. During mating season, whales may repeat long, rhythmic pulse songs for hours. Despite the volume and distance, the meaning of these calls remains a profound mystery, offering a glimpse into one of the most powerful and enigmatic forms of communication in nature. Whales fertilize the ocean. Whales play a crucial role in ocean ecosystems by fertilizing waters with nutrient-rich waste, supporting plankton growth, the very foundation of the marine food chain. By cycling nutrients through their feeding and migration patterns, whales help sustain marine life, influencing the health of the ocean and even impacting global carbon cycles.
Whales fertilize the ocean with the whale pump. When whales release waste near the ocean's surface, they are doing far more than just relieving themselves. Their nutrient-rich feces contain high levels of nitrogen and iron, essential elements for the growth of phytoplankton, the microscopic organisms that form the base of the marine food web and produce more than half of the oxygen in Earth's atmosphere. In areas where whale populations were once much larger, the ocean was more productive because whale waste acted as a floating fertilizer in a process known as the whale pump. Even deep-diving whales return to the surface to breathe and release nutrients, bringing life to nutrient-poor surface waters. As whale populations recover from past whaling, scientists are already observing increases in plankton growth, suggesting that restoring whales could not only benefit biodiversity, but also help combat climate change by enhancing the ocean's capacity to absorb carbon dioxide. Whale breath can change water color. A whale's exhale is more than just a breath. It can temporarily change the appearance of the water. When whales surface, they release a mix of air, water vapor, oils, and tiny particles from their digestive system. In some species, like humpbacks, this can create a yellowish tint in the water due to plankton or krill. Baleen whales, such as fin whales, may even leave green or reddish hues, depending on their recent meals. These brief color changes, lasting only a few seconds, provide researchers with clues about a whale's diet and movements, revealing hidden details about life beneath the waves. Whale vision, adapted for sunlight and darkness. Whales' eyes are uniquely adapted for life in two extreme environments. At the surface, they must handle bright sunlight reflecting off waves, while at depth, they navigate near total darkness, detecting only faint glows or bioluminescence. Large spherical lenses and specialized retinal cells, called rods, help whales see in low light. Their pupils expand widely to maximize incoming light, and thick, oily tears protect their eyes from dehydration in salt water. Some species may even perceive ultraviolet light, giving them an extra advantage in murky or deep waters. Motion and contrast detection is more important than fine detail, allowing whales to spot prey or predators in challenging conditions. Orca dialects and cultural identity. Orcas communicate using clicks, whistles, and pulsed calls, but each pod has its own unique dialect, learned socially rather than genetically. These vocal traditions persist for generations and can be so distinct that pods with different dialects often do not interbreed. In the Pacific Northwest, for example, orcas have entirely different calls from Antarctic pods. This shows that sound is central to how orcas define family, territory, and identity, offering a rare glimpse into animal culture and demonstrating that these marine mammals do more than just make noise. They speak in traditions passed down through generations.
Whales sleep while swimming. Whales cannot fully shut down like humans. They must continue to breathe, avoid predators, and remain aware of their environment. Many species have solved this challenge through unihemispheric slow-wave sleep, in which only one half of the brain sleeps at a time while the other remains alert. During this rest, whales may drift slowly near the surface, swim in gentle circles, or align in resting groups with other whales. Their eyes may close, but their bodies never become completely motionless. This remarkable adaptation allows them to rest safely in an environment where fully shutting down could be deadly. Do whales dream? Scientists are unsure whether whales experience dreams like humans. In humans, vivid dreams occur during deep sleep, with the body temporarily paralyzed. Whales, however, never fully sleep in this way. Some researchers speculate that their partial sleep may still involve internal replay or processing, helping whales learn vocalizations, remember migration routes, or reinforce social bonds within their pods.
Whales' sleep and early learning. Observations of calves resting near their mothers suggest that sleep may play a role in early learning and development. Without direct brainwave recordings from wild whales, we cannot know for sure if they dream, but it's possible their minds rest in ways unlike any other mammal on Earth, processing experiences and reinforcing social bonds. Whale flippers are like human hands. If you look inside a whale's flipper, you'll find bones arranged almost exactly like a human hand. Wrist bones, palm bones, and finger bones, all fused and stretched into a paddle. These structures are reminders of whales' land-dwelling ancestors and allow fine control in water, helping them steer, make tight turns, or glide gracefully while hunting or playing. In humpbacks, flippers are extra long, with knobs along the edge that improve lift and water flow, acting like airplane wings. This hidden similarity shows how evolution reshapes existing structures rather than inventing new ones. Whales mourn their dead. Whales have been observed engaging in behaviors that strongly resemble mourning. Mothers sometimes carry their deceased calves for days or weeks, refusing to let them sink. Other pod members may nudge, circle, or vocalize alongside dead whales, as if offering comfort. These behaviors are seen in orcas, belugas, pilot whales, and sperm whales. While we cannot say they grieve like humans, such actions suggest deep emotional bonds and social awareness, showing that whales have complex emotional lives and attachments to their families. Duets in whale songs. While many whales, like humpbacks, are known for solo songs, some species perform synchronized duets. Two whales may match pitch and rhythm almost perfectly, weaving their calls into a harmonious sequence. These duets may play roles in courtship, territory defense, or social coordination. Whales can alternate parts in a call and response pattern, demonstrating memory, learning, and cooperation. These shared musical expressions highlight how whale communication can resemble human artistic collaboration. Male humpbacks sing complex songs. In humpbacks, only males produce long, haunting songs, sometimes lasting up to 30 minutes. These songs are structured into phrases and themes that evolve over seasons, spreading through populations like cultural waves. The purpose is still debated, though the leading theory links it to courtship and sexual selection. Regardless, the evolution and transmission of these songs showcase intelligence, communication, and tradition, rare traits in the animal kingdom. Whales remember humans. Whales can recognize individual humans for years. In both wild and captive settings, whales respond differently to familiar people compared to strangers. They remember treatment, voices, postures, and even individual interactions. Gray whales off Mexico, for example, selectively allow certain boat operators to approach while avoiding others. This demonstrates long-term social memory and emotional intelligence, suggesting whales form mental maps that include humans. Humpback calves whisper to their mothers. In humpback whale calves, when they are born,
They stay close to their mothers for protection, warmth, and guidance. In their early months, calves communicate softly with their mothers, a delicate form of bonding that helps them learn essential skills for survival. These early interactions lay the foundation for social learning, communication, and lifelong connections. Whale calves whisper to survive. Young whale calves do something remarkable. They keep their voices quiet. Instead of broadcasting loud vocalizations like adults, they produce soft grunts, squeaks, and murmurs that barely travel a few meters. These whispers help them stay hidden from predators, such as orcas and large sharks, which can detect sound over long distances. Scientists discovered this behavior using underwater microphones near mother-calf pairs in migration channels. The whispered tones have a distinct acoustic signature, almost like a secret language, preventing other adult whales from detecting the calf. This deliberate, low-volume communication is a survival strategy, showing that even newborn whales instinctively balance communication and stealth. Epic whale migrations. Some whales travel incredible distances each year. Gray whales hold the record for the longest known migration of any mammal, covering over 10,000 miles round-trip annually. Humpbacks cross entire ocean basins from polar feeding grounds to tropical breeding waters, while blue whales move between krill-rich southern oceans and equatorial seas. These migrations require immense endurance, memory, and navigation skills. Timing is critical. Whales must arrive when food is abundant and waters are safe for breeding. Many of these journeys take weeks or months without feeding, relying entirely on stored fat. These deep-rooted migrations reveal how whales connect distant parts of the ocean and shape the living patterns of the seas. Long-lasting whale friendships. Whales form stable, long-lasting relationships. In species like orcas and pilot whales, individuals travel with the same companions for most of their lives, forming bonds based on kinship, compatible personalities, and mutual protection. Humpbacks have been observed recognizing and preferring companions across years during migration. Female sperm whales form matriarchal families, raising calves together and even adopting orphaned young. These friendships are maintained through touch, synchronized movement, and shared calls. Whales' social networks support communication, learning, and survival, revealing emotional lives as complex as those of humans and other intelligent species. Tail-first births for safety. Many whale calves are born tail-first, unlike most land mammals. This adaptation ensures the blowhole remains underwater until the final moment, reducing the risk of premature breathing or inhaling water. Once fully emerged, the mother guides the calf to the surface for its first breath, which must happen within minutes. Tail-first birth also decreases the risk of getting trapped in the birth canal. This alignment of anatomy and environment shows how evolution has fine-tuned whales for life in a three-dimensional, high-risk aquatic world. The most efficient breathing system on Earth. Whales have an astonishingly efficient respiratory system. At the surface, they can exchange up to 90% of the air in their lungs in just a few seconds, far more than humans. Their blood is rich in hemoglobin and myoglobin, allowing oxygen storage and gradual release during long dives. Whales can collapse their lungs safely under pressure, preventing decompression sickness. A single breath replenishes most of their oxygen, allowing some species to remain submerged for over 2 hours. This optimized system minimizes surface exposure, reducing vulnerability to predators. Heat regulation through flippers. Whales are warm-blooded and generate significant heat from swimming, feeding, and muscle activity. In cold oceans, maintaining body temperature is critical. Special veins in their flippers help release excess heat when necessary, ensuring they stay balanced in icy waters while performing feats of endurance and hunting. Whales' built-in temperature control. Whales regulate heat through a specialized system of countercurrent blood vessels called rete mirabile, concentrated in their flippers, flukes, and dorsal fins. Warm blood from the core transfers heat to cooler returning blood, allowing whales to release excess heat into the surrounding water without expending energy or surfacing. Their flippers act like natural radiators, enabling them to move between warm surface waters and freezing depths while maintaining body temperature during long migrations or rest periods. Killer whales, or orcas, are among the most widely distributed marine mammals. They thrive in icy polar oceans, tropical seas, and everything in between. This adaptability comes from their flexible diet, advanced social behavior, and precise temperature regulation. In the Arctic, they hunt seals and narwhals along ice edges. In tropical waters, they target rays, fish, and even other whales. Their striking black and white coloration provides camouflage, while distinct cultural behaviors within populations allow them to survive in specific environments without evolving into separate species. Speed demons of the ocean. Some whales are capable of astonishing bursts of speed. Orcas and pilot whales can reach over 30 miles per hour, while even the massive fin whale can exceed 20 miles per hour. Their up and down tail movement generates powerful thrusts, aided by streamlined bodies that reduce drag. Speed helps whales catch fast-moving prey, escape predators, and travel vast distances efficiently. Even calves learn to swim quickly within weeks, keeping pace with their pods during migrations. Nature's dive computer. Whales perform deep, extended dives thanks to a finely tuned internal system. Their blood stores oxygen in the lungs, muscles, and bloodstream, and they can tolerate high levels of carbon dioxide and lactic acid. Myoglobin in their muscles acts as an oxygen reserve, while blood vessels constrict in non-essential areas, redirecting oxygen-rich blood to vital organs like the heart and brain. Heart rates slow dramatically during dives, reducing oxygen use. This instinctive dive computer monitors depth, oxygen, and temperature, allowing whales to descend thousands of feet under immense pressure and return safely to the surface. The history of baleen. Baleen, the comb-like material whales use to filter prey such as krill, is made of keratin, the same protein in human hair and nails. Strong, flexible, and resilient, baleen was once highly prized by humans. In the 1800s, it was used to stiffen corsets, hoop skirts, umbrellas, carriage tops, and even brushes and whips. Factories processed baleen along waterfronts in America and Europe. Synthetic materials and growing conservation awareness eventually ended its use, but baleen remains a symbol of a time when human fashion and whale products were deeply intertwined. Whales are still evolving. It might seem that whales, with their massive size and extraordinary adaptations, are finished evolving. Yet evolution never stops. These magnificent creatures continue to adapt to changing oceans, predators, and human activity, showing that life is always in motion, even in the largest animals on Earth.
Modern whales, adapting to a changing world. Whales continue to evolve in response to shifting oceans, changing food supplies, and human impacts. DNA studies show ongoing selection in genes related to immunity, metabolism, and sensory systems. Some killer whale populations are adapting to new prey as fish stocks decline, while certain fin whales are showing changes in hearing, possibly to cope with noise pollution from ships and sonar. Even body size is adjusting. In areas with scarce food, calves are born smaller, better suited for survival during long migrations. Evolution doesn't always mean dramatic change. It can be subtle shifts in behavior, anatomy, or physiology passed down through generations. The whales of tomorrow will not be identical to those of today. Whale songs beyond human hearing. Many whale species sing in frequencies humans cannot hear. Blue and fin whales produce infrasonic calls below 10 hertz, traveling hundreds of miles through dense seawater with minimal energy loss. These deep, low-frequency sounds likely help whales locate mates, coordinate migrations, and maintain social awareness in dark, murky depths. Every year, new underwater listening stations reveal hidden choruses that have echoed for centuries, always present, yet just beyond human perception. Blue whale's massive appetite. A fully grown blue whale consumes nearly 4 tons of krill per day, roughly 80 million rice-sized crustaceans. To feed, it lunges into dense clouds of krill, expanding its throat like a parachute, then filters out the water through baleen plates to swallow the krill in huge drops. Even calves need a tremendous diet, gaining over 200 pounds daily while nursing on fat-rich milk. This incredible consumption not only fuels their growth, but also redistributes nutrients and shapes entire marine ecosystems. Scars of the deep. Sperm whales versus giant squid. Sperm whales dive deep to hunt elusive giant squid, and their encounters leave visible marks. Circular scars on their heads and faces match the size of squid's suction cups. These scars serve as a badge of survival, especially in large males that dive deeper and hunt more frequently. Despite squid reaching lengths of over 40 feet, sperm whales dominate as apex hunters in the deep sea. These battle scars provide rare insight into predator-prey interactions in total darkness. Whale falls, life after death. When a whale dies and sinks to the ocean floor, its enormous body becomes a foundation for a complex ecosystem called a whale fall. Scavengers like hagfish and sleeper sharks arrive first, followed by smaller organisms feeding on remaining tissue. Over decades, specialized bacteria break down bones, releasing nutrients that sustain communities of worms, snails, and clams. Some species are found only on whale falls, highlighting how whales shape biodiversity even after death. A whale fall transforms a single body into a deep-sea forest, teeming with life for 50 years or more. Bubble curtains, ingenious hunting techniques. Some whales have developed an incredible hunting method using bubbles instead of teeth or speed. By releasing streams of bubbles underwater, they can herd, confuse, or corral prey into tight formations, making feeding more efficient. This technique shows the intelligence, adaptability, and creativity of these marine giants, highlighting the sophisticated strategies whales employ to survive in the vast ocean.
Bubble net feeding. Cooperative hunting. Humpback whales display incredible teamwork when feeding. They create rings or curtains of bubbles around schools of fish, forming a shimmering net that panics and traps the prey. Once enclosed, the whales swim upward through the center with their mouths open, swallowing thousands of fish in a single lunge. This behavior, known as bubble net feeding, is not instinctive. It is learned and often coordinated among multiple whales. Each whale plays a role, circling, diving, or creating sound to herd the fish more tightly. These bubbles are more than air. They are tools crafted with precision, strategy, and teamwork, passed down to younger generations as a shared skill. Vestigial keynaps, clues from land ancestors. Some modern whales retain tiny internal bones, like the vestigial keynaps, remnants from their land-dwelling ancestors. Over 50 million years ago, the earliest whales resembled small hoofed mammals that walked along riverbanks. Over time, legs transformed into flippers,
Bodies became streamlined and hips shrank. These leftover bones no longer serve a function, but are living proof of whales' evolutionary history, a fossil hidden inside living tissue. Ultra-low light vision in the deep ocean. Whales diving into deep waters encounter near total darkness, yet their eyes are adapted to survive. Rod cells in the retina detect faint light, and a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum amplifies every photon. Their pupils widen dramatically, and their spherical eyeballs allow clear focus in both sunlight and darkness. These adaptations provide exceptional motion detection and shape recognition, essential for hunting and navigating where light barely exists. Tail prints, nature's unique signature. The underside of every whale's tail or fluke carries a unique pattern of scars, pigmentation marks, and notches, like a fingerprint. Scientists use high-resolution photographs of flukes to track individuals across oceans, uncovering migration routes, breeding habits, and population changes over decades. Some whales have been monitored for over 30 years, offering an unprecedented look into their lives. These natural signatures are revealed only when whales dive and lift their tails, telling the story of a whale's life. Mental maps of the ocean floor. Whales navigate with extraordinary precision, suggesting they may carry mental maps of the sea floor. Species like gray whales and humpbacks return to the same underwater valleys, ridges, and canyons year after year. They detect changes in water pressure, current direction, and sound reflections off underwater rock formations. Their migration routes follow ancient sea paths and underwater mountain chains, independent of surface landmarks. In many ways, whales may know parts of our planet more intimately than we do. Orcas teaching each other to hunt sharks. Orcas are not just apex predators, they are cultural hunters. In certain regions, orcas have developed a method to hunt sharks by flipping them upside down, inducing tonic immobility, a temporary paralysis. This allows the orcas to remove the shark's liver, a nutrient-rich delicacy. These hunting techniques are passed down socially, demonstrating intelligence, strategy, and the power of shared knowledge in the ocean. Orca culture and learning. Young orcas don't instinctively know how to hunt sharks or other prey. Instead, they learn by observing their elders. This knowledge spreads between family pods, showing that orcas pass down strategies socially, much like human teaching. The ability to observe, practice, and improve a hunting technique highlights a remarkable level of intelligence. Orca culture is dynamic. When prey becomes scarce, communities adapt, and these learned strategies spread like a living inheritance. New whale species still being discovered. Even today, the oceans hold secrets. Recent discoveries include the Rice's whale, identified in the Gulf of Mexico through DNA analysis. Other potential species are known only through unfamiliar whale songs recorded in deep waters. Scientists have also found skulls and bones that don't match any cataloged species. The fact that such large mammals can remain unknown underscores how vast and unexplored the ocean truly is. It's likely that whale species are still swimming undetected in deep water regions we've yet to explore. Whales recognizing their own echoes. Whale songs are more than communication. They help whales perceive space. In certain oceans, sound can travel so far that whales hear echoes of their own calls bouncing off underwater formations. This allows them to gauge distance, depth, and position, creating a mental map of their environment purely through sound. This planetary-scale echolocation demonstrates how whales rely on hearing over sight in the deep ocean.
Silent hunting and coordination. Humpback whales can coordinate attacks without vocalizing. Using movement, timing, and body orientation, they herd fish into dense clusters. Each whale seems to sense where the others are without sound or visual cues, likely detecting subtle water pressure changes or vibrations. This silent teamwork is so precise it resembles a three-dimensional team sport, revealing the whale's extraordinary coordination skills. Massive larynxes for powerful calls. The largest whales have larynxes so enormous a human could fit inside. These structures allow whales to produce sounds powerful enough to travel across ocean basins. Unlike human vocal cords, whales use muscular chambers and tissue folds to push air through, recycling it internally to sing underwater without losing energy or buoyancy. Blue whales, for example, can precisely control pitch, volume, and rhythm, shaping sound with astonishing finesse.
These massive larynxes aren't just for sound. They're part of a whale's identity. They allow whales to connect, court, defend, and explore. Each call, from the haunting songs of humpbacks to the deep infrasonic tones of blue whales, is a tool for communication and survival across vast ocean distances. Whales regularly shed and regrow their skin in large sheets. Unlike humans, who shed tiny skin cells, whales replace whole layers of expired skin at once. Belugas, for instance, rub against gravel beds in shallow rivers during summer to remove old skin. Other species rely on ocean currents and movement to lift away dead layers. This process reduces infection, minimizes drag, removes parasites, and helps whales stay streamlined, critical for survival in a constantly moving saltwater environment. Whales thrive in waters colder than ice. Thick blubber, sometimes over a foot thick, acts as insulation, while dense networks of arteries and veins efficiently exchange heat. They lack sweat glands, conserving warmth, and their heart rate slows in freezing water, preserving oxygen and energy. Arctic and Antarctic seas, which would freeze human flesh in minutes, are natural habitats for whales, shaped by millions of years of evolution. Whales as moving ecosystems. Whales' skin hosts entire ecosystems of barnacles, algae, copepods, and more. Scientists have found over 100 species living on a single humpback. Barnacles create hiding spots for smaller organisms, and algae can tint the whale's appearance depending on its recent travels. These hitchhikers are carried across thousands of miles, spreading genetic diversity and providing clues about ocean conditions. While whales gain only added drag, the ocean gains a traveling habitat, connecting isolated marine regions. Whales' eyes are expressive in subtle ways. They convey calm, alertness, or nurturing through eye shape, lid angle, and movement. Mother whales maintain eye contact with calves, and some captive whales hold eye contact with humans for extended periods. Strong, precise muscles allow whales to rotate their gaze without moving their heads. These cues support bonding, parenting, and social structure, especially in low light or murky waters where sound alone isn't enough. Whales have extraordinary hearing abilities. They can hear sounds from hundreds of miles away. The ocean efficiently conducts sound, and whales are adapted to detect distant vibrations. Blue, fin, and humpback whales can pick up low-frequency calls traveling through the deep sound channel, allowing communication across ocean basins. Dolphins and orcas use high-frequency echolocation clicks to hunt with pinpoint accuracy, their skulls acting like acoustic mirrors. Whale hearing isn't just adaptation, it's spatial intelligence, replacing vision in a vast, dark ocean.
Orcas as tactical hunters. In polar regions, orcas use teamwork and strategy to hunt seals on floating ice. Pods swim in formation to create waves that tilt or flip ice sheets, sending seals into the water where waiting orcas strike. Each member has a role, from wave generation to positioning, and young orcas learn the technique by observing elders. This behavior demonstrates cultural transmission, planning, and advanced communication, proving that orcas are not just hunters, but tactical problem solvers. Whales' incredible feeding feats. Blue whales, the largest animals on Earth, can eat up to 4 tons of krill per day during peak feeding season. Humpbacks bulk up on krill and small fish in polar waters, storing calories, water, and insulation as blubber. Young whales gain hundreds of pounds each day while nursing. This intense feast allows whales to travel vast distances, survive long migrations without food, and impact ocean ecosystems through nutrient redistribution. The extreme feast and famine cycle shapes both whale physiology and behavior. Whales' invisible tattoos. Whales' skin records their lives in invisible tattoos made of scar tissue. Scratches, bites, predator attacks, or encounters with human objects leave permanent marks. These scars create patterns unique to each individual, allowing scientists to track them over years or decades. Hidden beneath algae or barnacles, these markings tell stories of survival, social interactions, and even trauma. Whale skin is a living history, inscribed not with ink, but with time and experience. Hydration without drinking. Whales never drink seawater. Instead, they rely on metabolic water generated from the digestion of krill, squid, fish, and fat reserves. During long migrations or fasting periods, whales metabolize fat, producing pure water internally. This efficient hydration system allows them to thrive in a world where fresh water is non-existent. Agility in the ocean. Whales are surprisingly agile for their size. They can swim backwards, rotate, and maneuver with precision. Belugas bend their necks and flex their bodies in ways most whales cannot. Orcas and pilot whales can rotate mid-water, and humpbacks use long pectoral fins as rudders. These abilities allow whales to navigate narrow ice channels, complex seafloor terrains, or delicate interactions with calves, showing that whales are not just powerful swimmers, but fluid, three-dimensional movers. Whale fossils reveal ancient oceans. Scientists have discovered whale bones hundreds of miles inland. In deserts like the Sahara, ancient whale skeletons are embedded in rock formations formed underwater, providing evidence that parts of today's land were once ocean. These fossils offer a glimpse into the ancient history of whales and the changing face of our planet. Whale fossils and ancient oceans. Fossils reveal that ancient whales had legs, hooves, and long skulls resembling wolves more than dolphins. Massive strandings from millions of years ago, found in places like Chile and Peru, give scientists insight into how oceans rose and fell, and how whales adapted from walking on land to swimming in the sea. Whale bones on land are a striking reminder that the story of the ocean is written across continents and time. Whales once swam in rivers. Early whale ancestors inhabited shallow coastal streams, estuaries, and even freshwater rivers. Species like Ambulosatus, which lived over 40 million years ago, swam like otters, but still had legs for walking on land. Over millions of years, these river dwellers evolved into the ocean giants we know today. Yet traces of this ancient legacy remain. Modern belugas swim deep into Arctic estuaries, and gray whales navigate narrow waterways thousands of miles from the sea. Modern whales carry behaviors, bones, and instincts linking them to a long-vanished world. Humpback whales exhibit a remarkable cultural phenomenon. Entire populations can abandon songs they have sung for years and adopt completely new ones. This vocal revolution spreads across thousands of miles, carried through sound alone. No other animal except humans is known to replace learned vocalizations on a population level. This demonstrates that whales not only learn, but choose, innovate, and update cultural traditions across generations. Belugas, canaries of the sea. Belugas are celebrated for their vocal range, earning the nickname canaries of the sea. These small, pale whales produce chirps, whistles, clicks, trills, and even tones resembling human speech. They navigate, hunt, socialize, and maintain contact in low-visibility Arctic waters using this vocal versatility. Calves learn from mothers and pod members, creating unique vocal cultures. In captivity, some belugas have even imitated human voices or environmental sounds, highlighting their intelligence and social engagement. Gray whales groom in mud. Gray whales use mud as a natural scrub brush. During migrations through shallow coastal lagoons, they roll along sandy or muddy seafloors to remove barnacles and parasites. This self-grooming churns up visible sediment clouds and helps whales shed dead skin and relieve itching. Scientists use these behaviors and markings to identify individuals and monitor parasite loads, making gray whales one of the few marine mammals known to harness their environment for personal care. Ancient whales had feet and fur. Over 50 million years ago, whale ancestors resembled wolf-sized land mammals with hooves, sharp teeth, and dense coats. Species like Pakicetus hunted along riverbanks but still walked on land, while descendants like Ambulocetus swam like otters yet retained functional legs. Over millions of years, whales became streamlined, nostrils moved to the top of the head, forming blowholes, hind limbs shrank into internal nubs, and fur was replaced by thick blubber for insulation, completing the transformation from land to sea.
The long evolution of whales. The fossil record reveals that whales did not leap from land to sea in a single step. Instead, they transitioned through dozens of intermediate forms, transforming bones, muscles, and sensory systems along the way. Modern whales carry tiny vestigial bones inside their bodies, silent reminders of their four-legged beginnings. Sperm whales produce some of the most powerful biological sounds on Earth, using a specialized organ in their massive heads called the spermaceti organ. These clicks, focused like acoustic bullets, can temporarily stun or disorient squid and fish in the pitch-black depths of the ocean. Diving more than a mile below the surface, sperm whales rely almost entirely on sound to hunt, demonstrating the extraordinary power of their acoustic abilities. Whales recognize whale-watching boats. In areas with regular human visitors, whales can distinguish individual boats, approaching familiar ones while avoiding unfamiliar vessels. Gray whales in Baja California, for instance, show preferences based on sight, sound, and engine frequency. This selective behavior reveals long-term memory and the ability to process subtle differences, challenging assumptions about how whales perceive humans. Origins of whales, 50 million years ago. The first whales appeared over 50 million years ago, evolving from small hoofed mammals after the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Fossils from Pakistan and India show the gradual transformation. Nostrils moved to the top of the head to form blowholes, limbs flattened, spines elongated, and body forms adapted for swimming. Over time, whales diversified into two main branches: toothed whales, using echolocation to hunt, and baleen whales, filtering vast amounts of water. This represents one of the most extraordinary evolutionary experiments in mammalian history. Killer whales are masters of imitation. Orcas are highly observant and adaptive. They learn not only through personal experience, but by copying the behaviors of other whale species. Some pods mimic humpback tail slapping techniques or the vocal patterns of unrelated species, demonstrating that orcas are flexible thinkers, capable of borrowing and refining strategies based on opportunity. Underwater sound maps. Whales navigate the ocean using sound. Toothed whales employ echolocation, building precise mental images of their surroundings, even in total darkness. Baleen whales rely on low-frequency songs bouncing across underwater landscapes, allowing them to detect obstacles and open pathways. Over time, these acoustic maps guide whales to breeding grounds and feeding sites across thousands of miles. Emotional lives of whales. Whales may have emotional lives as deep as the oceans they inhabit. Observations of orcas and sperm whales mourning deceased relatives, humpbacks defending other species, and playful behaviors in calves suggest complex emotions like grief, joy, curiosity, and empathy. Their limbic systems resemble those of humans and great apes, highlighting a depth of consciousness that goes far beyond instinct. Closing reflection. From the quiet pulse of the deep to songs traveling beyond the reach of light, whales carry entire ecosystems on their skins and histories in their bones. In the rhythm of ordinary days, it is easy to forget that we share this planet with beings who speak in sound, feel in currents, and remember in songs older than our lifetimes. If you've enjoyed this peaceful journey into the living blue, take a moment to like, subscribe, or leave a thought below. And for now, just breathe. Let your mind float like sunlight on gentle water. Soften your eyes and drift slowly into sleep, knowing that the ocean above and below is alive with quiet wonders. Good night.
These massive larynxes aren't just for sound. They're part of a whale's identity. They allow whales to connect, court, defend, and explore. Each call, from the haunting songs of humpbacks to the deep infrasonic tones of blue whales, is a tool for communication and survival across vast ocean distances. Whales regularly shed and regrow their skin in large sheets. Unlike humans, who shed tiny skin cells, whales replace whole layers of expired skin at once. Belugas, for instance, rub against gravel beds in shallow rivers during summer to remove old skin. Other species rely on ocean currents and movement to lift away dead layers. This process reduces infection, minimizes drag, removes parasites, and helps whales stay streamlined, critical for survival in a constantly moving saltwater environment. Whales thrive in waters colder than ice. Thick blubber, sometimes over a foot thick, acts as insulation, while dense networks of arteries and veins efficiently exchange heat. They lack sweat glands, conserving warmth, and their heart rate slows in freezing water, preserving oxygen and energy.
Arctic and Antarctic seas, which would freeze human flesh in minutes, are natural habitats for whales, shaped by millions of years of evolution. Whales as moving ecosystems. Whales' skin hosts entire ecosystems of barnacles, algae, copepods, and more. Scientists have found over 100 species living on a single humpback. Barnacles create hiding spots for smaller organisms, and algae can tint the whale's appearance depending on its recent travels. These hitchhikers are carried across thousands of miles, spreading genetic diversity and providing clues about ocean conditions. While whales gain only added drag, the ocean gains a traveling habitat, connecting isolated marine regions. Whales' eyes are expressive in subtle ways. They convey calm, alertness, or nurturing through eye shape, lid angle, and movement. Mother whales maintain eye contact with calves, and some captive whales hold eye contact with humans for extended periods. Strong, precise muscles allow whales to rotate their gaze without moving their heads. These cues support bonding, parenting, and social structure, especially in low light or murky waters where sound alone isn't enough. Whales have extraordinary hearing abilities. They can hear sounds from hundreds of miles away. The ocean efficiently conducts sound, and whales are adapted to detect distant vibrations. Blue, fin, and humpback whales can pick up low-frequency calls traveling through the deep sound channel, allowing communication across ocean basins. Dolphins and orcas use high-frequency echolocation clicks to hunt with pinpoint accuracy, their skulls acting like acoustic mirrors. Whale hearing isn't just adaptation, it's spatial intelligence, replacing vision in a vast, dark ocean.
Orcas as tactical hunters. In polar regions, orcas use teamwork and strategy to hunt seals on floating ice. Pods swim in formation to create waves that tilt or flip ice sheets, sending seals into the water where waiting orcas strike. Each member has a role, from wave generation to positioning, and young orcas learn the technique by observing elders. This behavior demonstrates cultural transmission, planning, and advanced communication, proving that orcas are not just hunters, but tactical problem solvers. Whales' incredible feeding feats. Blue whales, the largest animals on Earth, can eat up to 4 tons of krill per day during peak feeding season. Humpbacks bulk up on krill and small fish in polar waters, storing calories, water, and insulation as blubber. Young whales gain hundreds of pounds each day while nursing. This intense feast allows whales to travel vast distances, survive long migrations without food, and impact ocean ecosystems through nutrient redistribution. The extreme feast and famine cycle shapes both whale physiology and behavior. Whales' invisible tattoos. Whales' skin records their lives in invisible tattoos made of scar tissue. Scratches, bites, predator attacks, or encounters with human objects leave permanent marks. These scars create patterns unique to each individual, allowing scientists to track them over years or decades. Hidden beneath algae or barnacles, these markings tell stories of survival, social interactions, and even trauma. Whale skin is a living history, inscribed not with ink, but with time and experience. Hydration without drinking. Whales never drink seawater. Instead, they rely on metabolic water generated from the digestion of krill, squid, fish, and fat reserves. During long migrations or fasting periods, whales metabolize fat, producing pure water internally. This efficient hydration system allows them to thrive in a world where fresh water is non-existent. Agility in the ocean. Whales are surprisingly agile for their size. They can swim backwards, rotate,
and maneuver with precision. Belugas bend their necks and flex their bodies in ways most whales cannot. Orcas and pilot whales can rotate mid-water, and humpbacks use long pectoral fins as rudders. These abilities allow whales to navigate narrow ice channels, complex seafloor terrains, or delicate interactions with calves, showing that whales are not just powerful swimmers, but fluid, three-dimensional movers. Whale fossils reveal ancient oceans. Scientists have discovered whale bones hundreds of miles inland. In deserts like the Sahara, ancient whale skeletons are embedded in rock formations formed underwater, providing evidence that parts of today's land were once ocean. These fossils offer a glimpse into the ancient history of whales and the changing face of our planet.
Whale fossils and ancient oceans. Fossils reveal that ancient whales had legs, hooves, and long skulls resembling wolves more than dolphins. Massive strandings from millions of years ago, found in places like Chile and Peru, give scientists insight into how oceans rose and fell, and how whales adapted from walking on land to swimming in the sea. Whale bones on land are a striking reminder that the story of the ocean is written across continents and time. Whales once swam in rivers. Early whale ancestors inhabited shallow coastal streams, estuaries, and even freshwater rivers. Species like Ambulosatus, which lived over 40 million years ago, swam like otters, but still had legs for walking on land. Over millions of years, these river dwellers evolved into the ocean giants we know today. Yet traces of this ancient legacy remain. Modern belugas swim deep into Arctic estuaries, and gray whales navigate narrow waterways thousands of miles from the sea. Modern whales carry behaviors, bones, and instincts linking them to a long-vanished world. Humpback whales exhibit a remarkable cultural phenomenon. Entire populations can abandon songs they have sung for years and adopt completely new ones. This vocal revolution spreads across thousands of miles, carried through sound alone. No other animal except humans is known to replace learned vocalizations on a population level. This demonstrates that whales not only learn, but choose, innovate, and update cultural traditions across generations. Belugas, canaries of the sea. Belugas are celebrated for their vocal range, earning the nickname canaries of the sea. These small, pale whales produce chirps, whistles, clicks, trills, and even tones resembling human speech. They navigate, hunt, socialize, and maintain contact in low-visibility Arctic waters using this vocal versatility. Calves learn from mothers and pod members, creating unique vocal cultures. In captivity, some belugas have even imitated human voices or environmental sounds, highlighting their intelligence and social engagement. Gray whales groom in mud. Gray whales use mud as a natural scrub brush. During migrations through shallow coastal lagoons, they roll along sandy or muddy seafloors to remove barnacles and parasites. This self-grooming churns up visible sediment clouds and helps whales shed dead skin and relieve itching. Scientists use these behaviors and markings to identify individuals and monitor parasite loads, making gray whales one of the few marine mammals known to harness their environment for personal care. Ancient whales had feet and fur. Over 50 million years ago, whale ancestors resembled wolf-sized land mammals with hooves, sharp teeth, and dense coats. Species like Pakicetus hunted along riverbanks but still walked on land, while descendants like Ambulosatus swam like otters yet retained functional legs. Over millions of years, whales became streamlined, nostrils moved to the top of the head, forming blowholes, hind limbs shrank into internal nubs, and fur was replaced by thick blubber for insulation, completing the transformation from land to sea. The long evolution of whales. The fossil record reveals that whales did not leap from land to sea in a single step. Instead, they transitioned through dozens of intermediate forms, transforming bones, muscles, and sensory systems along the way. Modern whales carry tiny vestigial bones inside their bodies, silent reminders of their four-legged beginnings. Sperm whales produce some of the most powerful biological sounds on Earth, using a specialized organ in their massive heads called the spermaceti organ. These clicks, focused like acoustic bullets, can temporarily stun or disorient squid and fish in the pitch-black depths of the ocean. Diving more than a mile below the surface, sperm whales rely almost entirely on sound to hunt, demonstrating the extraordinary power of their acoustic abilities. Whales recognize whale-watching boats. In areas with regular human visitors, whales can distinguish individual boats, approaching familiar ones while avoiding unfamiliar vessels. Gray whales in Baja California, for instance, show preferences based on sight, sound, and engine frequency. This selective behavior reveals long-term memory and the ability to process subtle differences, challenging assumptions about how whales perceive humans. Origins of whales, 50 million years ago. The first whales appeared over 50 million years ago, evolving from small hoofed mammals after the extinction of the dinosaurs. Fossils from Pakistan and India show the gradual transformation. Nostrils moved to the top of the head to form blowholes, limbs flattened, spines elongated, and body forms adapted for swimming. Over time, whales diversified into two main branches: toothed whales, using echolocation to hunt, and baleen whales, filtering vast amounts of water. This represents one of the most extraordinary evolutionary experiments in mammalian history. Killer whales are masters of imitation. Orcas are highly observant and adaptive. They learn not only through personal experience, but by copying the behaviors of other whale species. Some pods mimic humpback tail slapping techniques or the vocal patterns of unrelated species, demonstrating that orcas are flexible thinkers, capable of borrowing and refining strategies based on opportunity. Underwater sound maps. Whales navigate the ocean using sound. Toothed whales employ echolocation, building precise mental images of their surroundings, even in total darkness. Baleen whales rely on low-frequency songs bouncing across underwater landscapes, allowing them to detect obstacles and open pathways. Over time, these acoustic maps guide whales to breeding grounds and feeding sites across thousands of miles. Emotional lives of whales. Whales may have emotional lives as deep as the oceans they inhabit. Observations of orcas and sperm whales mourning deceased relatives, humpbacks defending other species, and playful behaviors in calves suggest complex emotions like grief, joy, curiosity, and empathy. Their limbic systems resemble those of humans and great apes, highlighting a depth of consciousness that goes far beyond instinct. Closing reflection. From the quiet pulse of the deep to songs traveling beyond the reach of light, whales carry entire ecosystems on their skins and histories in their bones. In the rhythm of ordinary days, it is easy to forget that we share this planet with beings who speak in sound, feel in currents, and remember in songs older than our lifetimes. If you've enjoyed this peaceful journey into the living blue, take a moment to like, subscribe, or leave a thought below. And for now, just breathe. Let your mind float like sunlight on gentle water. Soften your eyes and drift slowly into sleep, knowing that the ocean above and below is alive with quiet wonders. Good night.
The long evolution of whales. The fossil record reveals that whales did not leap from land to sea in a single step. Instead, they transitioned through dozens of intermediate forms, transforming bones, muscles, and sensory systems along the way. Modern whales carry tiny vestigial bones inside their bodies, silent reminders of their four-legged beginnings. Sperm whales produce some of the most powerful biological sounds on Earth, using a specialized organ in their massive heads called the spermaceti organ. These clicks, focused like acoustic bullets, can temporarily stun or disorient squid and fish in the pitch-black depths of the ocean. Diving more than a mile below the surface, sperm whales rely almost entirely on sound to hunt, demonstrating the extraordinary power of their acoustic abilities. Whales recognize whale-watching boats. In areas with regular human visitors, whales can distinguish individual boats, approaching familiar ones while avoiding unfamiliar vessels. Gray whales in Baja California, for instance, show preferences based on sight, sound, and engine frequency. This selective behavior reveals long-term memory and the ability to process subtle differences, challenging assumptions about how whales perceive humans. Origins of whales 50 million years ago. The first whales appeared over 50 million years ago, evolving from small hoofed mammals after the extinction of the dinosaurs. Fossils from Pakistan and India show the gradual transformation. Nostrils moved to the top of the head to form blowholes, limbs flattened, spines elongated, and body forms adapted for swimming. Over time, whales diversified into two main branches: toothed whales, using echolocation to hunt, and baleen whales, filtering vast amounts of water. This represents one of the most extraordinary evolutionary experiments in mammalian history. Killer whales are masters of imitation. Orcas are highly observant and adaptive. They learn not only through personal experience, but by copying the behaviors of other whale species. Some pods mimic humpback tail slapping techniques or the vocal patterns of unrelated species, demonstrating that orcas are flexible thinkers, capable of borrowing and refining strategies based on opportunity. Underwater sound maps. Whales navigate the ocean using sound. Toothed whales employ echolocation, building precise mental images of their surroundings, even in total darkness. Baleen whales rely on low-frequency songs bouncing across underwater landscapes, allowing them to detect obstacles and open pathways. Over time, these acoustic maps guide whales to breeding grounds and feeding sites across thousands of miles. Emotional lives of whales. Whales may have emotional lives as deep as the oceans they inhabit. Observations of orcas and sperm whales mourning deceased relatives, humpbacks defending other species, and playful behaviors in calves suggest complex emotions like grief, joy, curiosity, and empathy. Their limbic systems resemble those of humans and great apes, highlighting a depth of consciousness that goes far beyond instinct. Closing reflection. From the quiet pulse of the deep to songs traveling beyond the reach of light, whales carry entire ecosystems on their skins and histories in their bones. In the rhythm of ordinary days, it is easy to forget that we share this planet with beings who speak in sound, feel in currents, and remember in songs older than our lifetimes. If you've enjoyed this peaceful journey into the living blue, take a moment to like, subscribe, or leave a thought below. And for now, just breathe. Let your mind float like sunlight on gentle water. Soften your eyes and drift slowly into sleep, knowing that the ocean above and below is alive with quiet wonders. Good night.